We all know that Allah of the Quran is not the God of the Bible, and Jesus Christ is not the Prophet Isa of Islam. Now today I'm going to talk about the difference between Abraham of the Bible and Abraham of the Quran. I want to let you know that all the prophets of Islam are totally different from the prophets of Christianity. In other words, the prophets of the Quran are different from the prophets of the Bible. It doesn't matter the name, because some people may argue that the names are the same. You see Abraham in the Bible and the name Abraham in the Quran, and you come to argue that they are the same, but that is wrong, because they may be having the same name, but the details differ. Now, Abraham of the Bible is not the Abraham of the Quran. Point number one, I will prove this by the scriptures of the Bible and the scriptures of the Quran. Point number one, I'm going to talk about their fathers. These two Abrahams, the Abraham of the Bible and Abraham of the Quran, had their fathers. According to Genesis chapter 11 verse number 26, the Bible says, now Terah lived 70 years and begot Abram. According to Bible, the father of Abraham was called Terah, but according to Quran chapter 6 verse number 74, the Quran say, وَإِذْ كَارَ إِبْرَاهِيمَ لَأَبِيهِ أَزَرَ أَتَّخِذُ أَصْنَامًا أَرَاتَنِ إِنِّي أَرَاكَ وَقَوْمِكَ فِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ. That, and remember when Abraham, now I'm reading Quran, the father of Abraham of the Bible is called Terah. Now I'm reading the Quran. And remember when Abraham said to his father Azara, that the father of Abraham of the Quran is called Azara, but the name of the father of Abraham in the Bible is called Terah. So these two people differ. When you see this one is called Terah, and the other one is called Azara. So Terah cannot be Azara. That cannot be true. In fact, according to Arabic Bible, where there is Terah, there is Tarahu. So meaning there is no evidence to prove that Terah is Azara, meaning Abraham of the Bible is not the Abraham of the Quran. Point number two, we shall talk about the sacrifice, or the sacrifice episode. According to book of Genesis chapter 22 verse number 1, the Bible said, now it came to pass after these things that that God tested Abraham and said to him, Abraham, and he said, here I am. Then God said, take now your son, your only son Isaac, whom you love, and go to the land of Moriah and offer him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains of which I shall show you, or of which I shall tell you. So according to Bible, Abraham of the Bible was told to take his son, that is Isaac. But according to Quran chapter 37, that is Surah Safat, verse number 102, we see Allah commanding we see Abraham reciting what he saw in the dream. According to Quran, it was a dream. Surah Safat, verse 102, it says, and when he, his son, was old enough to walk with him, he said, oh my son, I have seen in a dream that I'm slaughtering you, offering you in sacrifice of Allah. I'm reading Quran. So look what you think. He said, oh my father, do that which you commanded, inshallah. If Allah wills, you shall find me as of Sabiron, the patient. Now, according to the Bible, Abraham of the Bible never spoke to Isaac according to the sacrifice. But according to Quran tells us that Abraham discussed with his child. In fact, the name is here, but according to history and other sources, you may come to know that Abraham of the Quran was talking to Ismail, not Isaac. But the Bible tells us that Abraham of the Bible was commanded to take Isaac, his only son, whom he loved, the son Isaac. And the Bible, when you read Genesis chapter 22, the Bible does not tell us that Abraham discussed with Isaac about the sacrifice. In fact, Isaac was innocent about the incidents. God met Abraham and spoke to Abraham as Abraham, not his son. But Quran say that Abraham discussed with his son about the dream he saw. According to Quran, it was a dream, but according to the Bible, God visited Abraham as God, and they spoke. They spoke, Abraham and God. So there is a difference between these two. According to Bible, Abraham was commanded to sacrifice Isaac, but according to Quran, the one who was to be sacrificed is unknown because it is not in the verse of the Quran. And another point is about religion. According to the Bible, in the book of Genesis chapter 15, verse number 6, the Bible said that Abraham was a righteous man. It says, 15:6. It says, and he believed in the God, and he accounted it to him for righteousness. According to Bible, Abraham was a righteous man, for he believed God. But according to Quran, chapter 3, verse number 67, it says that ma kana Ibrahima Yahudiya wala Nasraniya walakin kana anifa muslima wa ma kana minal mushrikina. That Ibrahim was neither a Jew nor a Christian, but he was a true Muslim. So according to the Bible, it is recorded nowhere that Abraham was a Muslim. And according to Bible, the Bible just tells us that all the prophets had the spirit of Christ, according to the book of 1 Peter chapter 1, verse number 10 and 9 and 11. You will come to realize that all the prophets of the Old Testament were filled with the spirit of Christ. Now, according to Quran, Abraham was a Muslim. So this Muslim Abraham is totally different to the Abraham of the Bible. Another difference is about where these two are now. According to the Bible, in the book of Matthew chapter 11 or chapter 8 verse number 11, Mark chapter 8 verse number 11, the Bible say, then chapter I'm reading Matthew, the book of Matthew, the first book in the New Testament, chapter 8 verse number 11. The Bible say that, and I say to you, these are the words of Jesus, and I say to you that many will come from east and west and sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom of heaven. According to the Bible, Abraham will be in the kingdom of heaven. Now we are asking the Quran and the Hadith. According to Sahih Bukhari, that is Hadith, volume 6, book number 60, Hadith number 87, narrated Ibn Abbas. The last statement of Abraham when he was thrown into fire was, Allah is sufficient for us. That Abraham of the Quran was thrown in the fire, and according to Quran chapter 21 verse number 67, it is Surah Anbiya verse number 67. It says verse number 69, قُلْنَا يَا نَارُ كُنْ بَرَدًا وَسَلَامًا عَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ. We, Allah said, O fire, be coolness. So according to Abraham of the Quran, he's in fire, he was thrown in the fire, according to this hadith. But according to Bible, Jesus said, no, Abraham of the Bible will be in the kingdom of heaven. So there is a difference between Abraham who will be in the kingdom of heaven and Abraham who was thrown in the hell or fire. Another point is about circumcision. According to the Bible, Abraham of the Bible was circumcised at the age, this is Genesis chapter 17 verse number 24. The Bible says Abraham was 99 years old when he was circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin. According to the Bible, Abraham of the Bible was 99 years when he was circumcised the foreskin or of his flesh. But according to Quran and Hadith, it is Sahih Bukhari, volume 8, book 74, hadith number 313. It says, Abu Hurairah said that Allah's apostle said, Abraham circumcised himself at the age of 80 years, and he circumcised himself with an axe or adze. So the Abraham of the Quran was circumcised at the age of 88 years. Or 80 years. Yes, 80, not 88. He was circumcised at the age of 80. But according to the Bible, Abraham of the Bible was circumcised at the age of 99. So there is a difference between Abraham, who circumcised himself at the age of 80, and Abraham of the Bible, who circumcised himself at the age of 99. So God bless you. There is a difference between Abraham of the Quran and Abraham of the Bible. So when a Muslim is talking about Abraham, he may be talking about the Abraham of the Quran, not the Abraham of the Bible. But in reality, when you come to history to prove everything, you will come to know that Abraham of the Quran is fake. He was not there, because you will come to realize some of the stories of Islam tell us that Abraham of the Quran built the Kaaba with his son Ismail, of which according to Surah Ibrahim, it will be Sahih Bukhari, volume 7, page 210. It says the first lady to use girdle was the mother of Ismail. She used a girdle so that she might hide her tracks from Sarah. Abraham brought her and her son Ismail, while she used to nurse him, Ismail, at her breast near the Kaaba under a tree on a spot of Zamzam. So according to this hadith, it tells us that Abraham brought the mother of Ismail, and Ismail, when Ismail was being nursed or on the breast near the Kaaba. Now, how comes that Ismail brought the Kaaba with Abraham, yet Abraham brought him when he was still on breastfeeding near the Kaaba? So these are just lies. They are lies because they don't have foundation. So God bless you. I will come out with another topic about the Isa, the self-appointed prophet, the self-appointed messenger. God bless you. I love you so much.